Hey guys.
Howdy, partner. Howdy, partners.
Oh.
This is OPG.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how to catch paddlefish with and without sonar.
The do's and the don'ts. Let's get into it.
All right. So,
what's number one? Mistake number one.
Mistake number one in snagging Polyodon spathulus. You know, growing up, we catch these below the dam. If the fish aren't there, you're probably not going to catch any fish. So, I would put top of the list, fishing where there aren't any fish. One thing I would, when I start below a dam, you want to go when the water temperature's starting to warm up, so mid-March, April, all the way up to about June. As long as there's water running through the dam, those fish are gonna go upstream until they hit a dam and they can't go any further. So the easiest place to catch them is usually right off the wall. So I'm gonna start in the easiest place to catch them. I would go straight to a wall, drop straight down off the wall. I've caught a ton of fish just dropping straight down, yanking up. You might hit the bottom, pull up, try that for 5 minutes. If you don't hit a fish, reel it up, mid-water column, yank it up, walk down the wall.
Yeah, don't be afraid to change your position in the water column. Don't just keep throwing in the same spot.
Right.
And make sure you move. Now, I'm kind of basing everything we're going to talk about off of Fort Gibson Lake Dam.
Yeah.
It's different at different dams. Some places don't have walls. Some people just have some places have riprap.
Yeah, our wall is in front of a turbine. So if the turbines are running, usually those fish are right up against the wall. If they're not, then I would start casting. You know, chunk it as far as you can, start ripping it. Same type of deal. If I'm casting from below a dam, I'm gonna use like a 12-foot meat hunter, 30-pound big game line, around a 2 to 3 ounce weight with probably a 12-aught hook. And I'm gonna have a good 2 foot in between my hook and my weight. And I wanna catch shallow fish, because when you're below a dam, there are miles and miles of broken line, hooks, weights. So if you're having to catch those fish off the bottom, you're gonna get hung up so much. So I'm gonna start by trying to catch fish shallow. If I'm not catching them that way, then I'm gonna let it sink and then try to get down.
Play around with your weights, you know.
Yep.
Anything you can. Sometimes they're up high, sometimes they're down low, sometimes they're in the middle, and sometimes it's shallow enough to where you're gonna catch them no matter where you're at. You know, if it's 4 or 5 foot deep, you know, you just need to throw it and just crank her in and start yanking.
Yep.
So, mistake number two, you talked about 30-pound line on your first, or on mistake number one. 30-pound is a good starting point. I love 30. A lot of people just think, oh, they're big fish, I need 50, 60 pounds, and you can make that work. But like you said, there's a lot of line out there, a lot of things to hang up on. When you got 50 pounds of line out there, sometimes you can't break it off when it's 100 yards out in the lake, or 100 yards across a river. So 30-pound allows you to still catch fish. You know, you got a good drag, you're gonna fight them. But when you hang up, you can at least break it off.
Right.
You know, so.
Because that's gonna happen a lot more.
Yeah, don't use too big a line, especially if you're casting off the bank, because you'll get tired of breaking it and getting cuts on your hand, and you can use a little cheater bar to break it. Yeah, I've been there many times.
I would not use braid from the bank, absolutely.
Heck no.
You can't throw it you can throw it, but when you get a backlash with braid, we all know how that goes. It's a big mess.
It's a nightmare to break too.
30-pound big game is just the right size. If you do get a backlash, you can get it out, you can break it, and you can catch 70-pound spoonbill on it also.
Yeah.
So line size, being able to cast it.
We're going to talk about some smackdown catfish rod holders.
Best of the best.
So these are actually a little bit stouter than the previous years. So one thing we noticed was when we got these from Pete, they were heavy duty. They got these nice little knobs down here. You can loosen these off, slide them down the track rail. They'll go in all the track rails.
Yeah, they make one for different boats. I think they're a 15-degree track rail on the Sea Arcs.
Yep. So you can loosen that, drag it down anywhere you need it.
I run down the lake every day. Rod never comes out. I've hit some choppy stuff. I've never lost a rod. Yeah. And then we do a lot of catfishing too. So we can run 5 to 10 degrees here, drop it down in the bottom hole, run it there, or you can actually drop your reel down in the rod holder. So, and for catfishing, we do this a lot. A lot of times all the fish are biting on one side of the boat if you're anchored. So we'll run multiple rods in one rod holder.
You can run it just like that.
So
right
you can actually run up to 3 rods in a rod holder. In a pinch, that works. Check these out at smackdowncatfishing.com.
Mistake number 3.
Stop.
Yeah, absolutely check your local laws, because When I was growing up, you could catch them at midnight if you wanted to. And recently the laws have changed in the last
decade or two.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while. But you used to be able to catch them all night long. Well, now you have to stop at 9 p.m. You can't fish for them after dark, all the way up until...
Might be 10.
Might be 10.
I think it might be 10. I don't know. If it's dark, I'm not snagging.
So. And you can start at 6 a.m. I do know that you can start. So if you're at the dam, you know, it's nice to fish in the dark in the summertime, obviously, because it's so hot. You can get yourself in trouble if you don't. So pay attention to your laws. Make sure if you do catch one, you tag it immediately. If you clean it, make sure your fish isn't getting mixed up with somebody else's fish, because the game warden can write you a ticket for mixing up fish remains, meat, everything like that. So
check your local laws too. Different states have different rules. We're kind of basing everything off of Oklahoma. I know Missouri. You go to Missouri or Arkansas or Mississippi, Louisiana, all of these different places have completely different rules.
Yeah, Missouri, I think they have to be 30 inches or something like that.
30 or 42 or something, I don't even know.
You got to be a certain size. After that, you have to keep them.
Yeah.
Oklahoma literally has the best paddlefish laws in the country. We can catch fish all day long, catch and release, and then once you keep one, you're done for the day.
Mistake number 4, using too light of tackle. And this kind of goes off of number 2 of fishing line. But we're gonna talk about rods. I've caught a lot of fish growing up with a 7 or 8 foot rod, 20 or 30 pound line, casting that sucker off a wall. Is it perfect? No. Like, you see these guys with these 10, 12 foot meat hunters and other rods. Yeah, you're covering so much more water when you're pulling, and it's really not wearing you out as much.
No, it's like a long sweeping drag. You know, if you have a 10 foot rod, I mean, you're gonna be pulling almost 20 foot of line every pull, as opposed to if you have a 7 foot rod and you're 6 foot less of drag.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we could catch these things with Barbie rods. It's fun, but that's not really the gear you need to choose, you know. It's fun, but I'm not gonna do that every day, you know. If I'm gonna tell somebody this is what you need, make sure you go get a 10 to 12 footer. That's a big rod, it's easy to manage. It's not like these 14 to 16 footers, those things will wear you out, which work great, but those 10 to 12 footers, 30 pound monofilament line, you know, a good high-speed reel works great. A lot of people use the Abu Garcias, the big 6,000s and 7,000s and stuff, and that's great. Those work good. Problem is they're geared down really low, which is good for fighting a fish, but I like bringing in a lot of line in one turn of the handle.
So, 8 to 1.
An 8 to 1 gear ratio, which now you're starting to get limited on what you can use. We use these Piscifun Alanox.
PC fun.
I never can say it right. Everybody knows what I mean when I say it, though.
I mean what I said.
We use these in the 300s and 400s, and they're great reels. 8 1-to-1 gear ratio. I mean, you can't hold as much line as a 6,000 Abu Garcia or something, you know. But I mean, for what we're doing, it's perfect.
So difference in like hook size? I don't.
Yeah, we can throw that in somewhere.
Yeah, I really wouldn't say that it makes a difference in your hookups. I guess it could. I mean, if you look at, this is an 8 and this is a 12. I mean, well, you got like maybe a ½ inch bigger circumference.
There's not as much bite with the smaller hook.
Right. Now, if you're like a little kid or something, somebody that's not swinging it real hard, this is gonna hook a fish pretty easy. If that touches a fish, you know, that's going to puncture the skin, as opposed to this. That's going to take a little muscle.
Well, let's base everything off live scoping. We live scope them now. That's just what we do. It's not the only way to catch them, but that's just what we do. 90% of the time, I'm throwing a 12-aught hook, and we don't lose that many fish on them. I mean, if you give them slack, you're going to lose them. But compared to like a 10-aught, which is just a size down. When I got kids on there, or I'm throwing lighter tackle, like the Meat Hunter Flex rod, even go down to the little spinning reel Flex. I don't even go down to the 8s. I stay at the 10. It's crazy how much easier it is to set the hook and get it in a fish with a 10 than it is with the 12. But I do lose more fish with the 10s. But again, we're going after 80, 90, 100 pound plus fish. So
and a lot of times that has to do with how much weight you're using. You know, if you're throwing a 6, it's going to pull it out a lot quicker if you give them slack than if you're throwing a 2.
Going live scoping is a completely different deal. It's not easier. It's really not. So
a lot of fish below the dam.
Oh gosh.
You know, when they're there, it's one cast right after another.
I've seen it where I could catch them every cast, and I've seen them where after 2 hours I loaded up and went home. I was like, I'm done. You know, but that just goes back to mistake number 1. If you're not catching them, within 15 minutes, move. You need to be moving, you know?
Yeah, don't be afraid to move downriver.
Downriver, yeah. I've caught just as many throwing off the bank in deep holes as I've caught below the turbines or, you know, in the rough stuff.
Yep. So if you do have a boat, I used to do a lot of snagging from a John boat with no electronics whatsoever. And I kind of went after him like I would a deer. I'm gonna find a pinch point in the river where all the fish have to swim through. If you've got like an island in the river, you know, get in between the bank and the island. I've even caught them in February, you know, in those places that's, you know, a couple miles downstream of the dam where those fish are staged up, and you can catch fish there when it's freezing cold outside. That kind of goes back to fishing where the fish are.
That's another technique on how to catch them right there. It's just, I remember back in the day us trolling, and we would have 3 pounds of lead.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're just dragging that at 4 or 5 miles an hour down just to keep it down. And then we got into dipsy divers, you know, and that was a game changer, but then that was expensive. You know, you would lose so many hooks and dipsy divers hanging them up.
Yeah.
So it's just different techniques. I mean, mistake number 5, after you catch your fish, you don't just throw it in your truck and go home. You know? Make sure it's, for one, make sure it's tagged. Do everything you need to do for your state, Oklahoma. It's customer ID, your name, the date on the tag. Put it on the fish, now you're legal. All right.
Yep. And I think most people don't like paddlefish because they don't clean them correctly.
Yes.
The number one thing we do as soon as we put them in a live well is cut their tongue. And that immediately starts bleeding that fish out as soon as you catch it. And I would say after 10, 15 minutes, that fish is going to be bled out pretty well.
90% of the blood will be gone.
I mean, if you can leave them a little longer, just depending on how warm it is outside.
I hang mine from the tail off the side of the boat. All the blood tends to go down, cut the tongue, and they'll just bleed out right there.
Yeah.
Works perfect.
Yeah. I think a lot of people that don't like paddlefish is because they don't bleed the fish out.
Yes, you got to take care of them. They will run pretty fast, especially in the heat.
Yeah.
So, and then that kind of goes into the people catching them off the bank. Keep them clean. Don't drag them through the dirt. Don't bang them up. You know. Yeah. Get them up to the bank. Take your pictures. Whatever you guys want to do. Put a rope through either around their tail, pretty good, like a cinch rope or something, or go through their mouth, through their gill, out their mouth, and loop something over their bill. Yeah. That way they don't come off. Put them back in the water until you're ready to go. Yeah. And then I would go ahead and I would probably try to bleed it there at the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before I carried it to the truck.
Yeah, bleed them out, and then we did a video on how to clean them. Make sure you get all the red meat out. I mean, the meat on a paddlefish is really clean, white meat. It's textured a lot like chicken or pork, you know. It's not quite as tough as that, but to me it tastes just like catfish, and it's just a little meatier. I mean, I really like it. I eat it cold the next morning. I'll eat it for breakfast.
Smoked, grilled, fried.
Yeah.
I've ate it all 3 ways, and all 3 ways
as long as you clean it right.
Yep. You got to get the red meat off of it.
Yep.
So that's probably the biggest deal when it comes to eating these things. People all the time get my boat, well, I've had it, you know, and it wasn't that good. And I'm like, well, did you have it fried? And they're like, yep. And I'm like, you probably ate it fried, and it was a big chunk, and it was probably had some red meat on it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste good. Yeah. You know, you got to take care of it. You got to clean it up.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
And when I catch fish that I'm going to clean, I usually hook them in the mouth.
I catch all fish in the mouth, except for paddlefish.
Oh,
that's funny. All right, guys, so that's the 5 mistakes and a little bit of info on snagging paddlefish. We'll go more into detail maybe on certain sections of that, maybe like live scoping, traditional snagging, pulling dipsy divers, you know. We'll play around with all of it, you know.
Yep. All right, what's up, y'all? We're gonna go over our reels that we use day in and day out. We've been using these for about 4 years. They're the PC Fun Allenox 300 and 400 series. This is a 300 right here. The reason we like these, they have big, powerful handles. You can get a lot of cranking power. These have the 300 has 33 pounds of max drag, which is more than plenty. We're catching 50 to 60 pound fish regularly on these. We've caught fish over 100 pounds on this reel right here. They've got a magnetic drag over here. They've got your normal bass fishing drag right here, thumb release. And then they also have like a flipping switch, so you can engage the reel handle just by this switch right here. They do have a full aluminum body inside here. They're super tough. You're not gonna tear these reels up. I've got a reel right here that is about 5 years old, and we still use it to this day. So that's a good testament on how tough these things actually are. Every fish that we catch immediately starts pulling drag. So they're super tough reels. We love them. That's why we use them.